Ever wonder where the term nerd came from? It turns out there's more to this quirky word than meets the eye. The term nerd was first introduced by none other than Dr. Seuss in his 1950 book, If I Ran the Zoo. In this whimsical tale, he used the term to describe a strange creature, showcasing the wonderful and imaginative world of his writing. Little did he know this playful term would evolve dramatically over the years. Fast forward to today, and being a nerd is no longer something to be ashamed of. Now it proudly describes people who are deeply passionate about their interests, whether that be science fiction, technology, gaming, or anything else that stirs their curiosity. The once negative connotation has transformed into a badge of honor among communities that celebrate geek culture. It's amazing how a simple, invented word has taken root in our language, reflecting a shift in how we view intelligence and enthusiasm. So the next time you hear someone refer to themselves as a nerd, remember, they're not just talking about someone who likes books. They're celebrating a vibrant, diverse culture. Here's a wild fact about Goran Kropp. In 1996, this adventurous Swede took on a challenge that most wouldn't even dream of. He cycled 5,000 kilometers from Sweden to Nepal, conquered the towering heights of Mount Everest solo, and then made the long journey back on his bike. What makes his journey even more extraordinary is that Goran climbed Everest without the help of Sherpas or using bottled oxygen, pushing the limits of human endurance. Imagine pedaling your way through diverse landscapes and tackling the world's highest mountain, all under your own power. Along the way, he faced extreme weather, steep trails, and the daunting heights of the Himalayas. Goran's feat not only showcased incredible stamina and determination, but also highlighted the spirit of adventure. Have you ever dreamed of taking on such an epic challenge? Believe it or not, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon is real. This intriguing concept explains a curious psychological effect where people start noticing something more often after they've learned about it. Imagine you just bought a new car, and suddenly it feels like every other driver is behind the wheel of the same model. This happens because our brains are wired to seek out patterns and make connections, often amplifying what we've recently encountered. When we learn about a specific word, trend, or idea, it sticks in our memory. Then it seems to pop up everywhere around us. This isn't because the item became more prevalent. Instead, our heightened awareness tricks us into thinking so. It's a classic example of selective attention, where our minds filter information to focus on what we find most relevant. Many people experience this with things like baby names, fashion trends, or even new technology. It makes you wonder, how often are we influenced by our own perceptions rather than reality? Sugar lovers rejoice. Mars bars are 60% sugar. Mars bars are 60% sugar. That's right. This popular chocolate bar, known for its delicious combination of nougat and caramel wrapped in a smooth milk chocolate coating, has a surprising sugar content that might make your sweet tooth dance with joy. To put it into perspective, if you were to grab a standard Mars bar weighing around 51 grams, about 30 grams of that is pure sugar. This hefty dose contributes not only to the bar's rich taste, but also its energy-boosting qualities, making it a favorite for a quick pick-me-up. However, this high sugar level also means that indulging in Mars bars should be done in moderation. Consuming too much sugar can lead to various health issues like obesity, diabetes, and tooth decay. So while it's tempting to reach for another bar, remember that enjoying them occasionally is the key to keeping your sweet treats fun and guilt-free. Next time you unwrap a Mars bar, consider the sugar content and how it fits into your overall diet. Will you enjoy it with a bit of balance? Prepare to be amazed by the Wright brothers' journey. Despite their groundbreaking achievement of the first motorized flight in 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright faced ridicule rather than applause. Many people found it hard to believe that human flight was possible, viewing the brothers' work as a fanciful dream. Their initial flight took place at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, and although they managed to stay airborne for a mere 12 seconds, it marked the beginning of aviation history. However, it wasn't until 1908, 5 years later, during a demonstration in France, that public opinion began to shift. Enthusiastic crowds marveled at the Wrights' flying machine, changing the perception of their invention. This transformation from mockery to recognition highlights the persistent spirit of innovation. The brothers' story reminds us that great achievements often face skepticism before they earn their rightful place in history. Why exactly does the Cherrig Bolton boulder fascinate adventurers? This jaw-dropping natural wonder is located within a mountain crevasse on Norway's stunning Cherrig Mountain, which rises over 3,000 feet high. This colossal rock isn't merely a random boulder, it reveals a history that dates back to the last ice age. As glaciers melted and retreated, they abandoned this giant stone in its precarious position, offering a breathtaking sight for any daring visitor. The Cherrig Bolton boulder has since become a hotspot for thrill-seekers, particularly base jumpers who leap from its heights and experience the exhilarating rush of soaring into the vastness below. Not only does it satisfy the adrenaline cravings of adventurers, but it also serves as a captivating backdrop for photographers and tourists alike, capturing iconic images that showcase both nature's artistic flair and the human spirit of adventure. So if you're planning a trip to Norway, don't miss your chance to witness the Cherrig Bolton boulder, where spectacular beauty meets a slice of geological history and an unforgettable thrill. Why exactly does the Cherrig Bolton boulder fascinate adventurers? This jaw-dropping natural wonder is located within a mountain crevasse on Norway's stunning Cherrig Mountain, which rises over 3,000 feet high. This colossal rock isn't merely a random boulder, it reveals a history that dates back to the last ice age. As glaciers melted and retreated, they abandoned this giant stone in its precarious position, offering a breathtaking sight for any daring visitor. The Cherrig Bolton boulder has since become a hotspot for thrill-seekers, particularly base jumpers who leap from its heights and experience the exhilarating rush of soaring into the vastness below. Not only does it satisfy the adrenaline cravings of adventurers, but it also serves as a captivating backdrop for photographers and tourists alike, capturing iconic images that showcase both nature's artistic flair and the human spirit of adventure. So if you're planning a trip to Norway, don't miss your chance to witness the Cherrig Bolton boulder, where spectacular beauty meets a slice of geological history and an unforgettable thrill. Have you ever wondered why the guillotine was invented? The guillotine, a grim icon of the French Revolution, serves as a chilling reminder of a tumultuous time in history. This execution device, known for its razor-sharp blade, was suspended by a rope, ensuring rapid and efficient fatalities. When a prisoner faced the guillotine, their head was placed within a wooden frame, and a swift drop of the blade resulted in instantaneous decapitation. Surprisingly, many viewed this method as one of the more humane forms of execution during the late 18th century. Advocates argued it was a swift alternative to the torturous methods of prior eras, which often extended suffering. Moreover, the guillotine promised to democratize death, as it offered the same fate regardless of one's social class. While today we associate this device with dark and violent histories, it opens a dialogue on societal views regarding justice and punishment. As we explore how the guillotine was perceived in its time, we realize that it raises important questions. How do societies confront the concept of justice? What does this reveal about our values even today? Did you know camels can eat thorns safely? Camels possess a remarkable adaptation that lets them feast on thorny plants without getting hurt. This special feature is particularly important for survival in harsh desert environments, where food options are often limited. Their mouths are equipped with a tough, hard palate that acts like a shield, allowing them to chew on prickly vegetation without injury. Imagine coping with the scorching heat and scarce resources while still finding ways to dine on plants that would deter other animals. This unique ability not only keeps camels well-fed, but also helps maintain the delicate balance of desert ecosystems. By consuming thorny plants, camels play a role in controlling plant growth and providing nutrients to the soil through their waste. Their extraordinary adaptation showcases the wonders of evolution, demonstrating how living beings can thrive in unforgiving conditions. Next time you see a camel, think about the incredible ways these creatures have adapted to survive in a world where many would struggle. How cool is that? Here's what actually happens when a slinky is dropped. During World War II, an unexpected twist of fate led to one of the most beloved toys of all time, the slinky. Navy engineer Richard James was focused on a spring-related project when, by chance, he accidentally dropped one of his prototypes. To his astonishment, rather than rolling away, the spring righted itself and landed upright. This little mishap sparked a brilliant idea. James recognized that, with some minor adjustments, his lively metal spring could be transformed into a delightful toy. In 1945, he and his wife, Betty James, introduced the Slinky to the world. Its simple yet captivating design, coupled with the mesmerizing ability to walk downstairs, quickly captivated children and adults alike. As the Slinky became a staple in American households, it gained fame through countless commercials and appearances in films, securing its place in popular culture. Even today, this twisty wonder continues to bring joy to new generations, reminding us that amazing inventions can spring from the most unexpected moments. Who knew that a drop spring could lead to so much happiness? Is it really true that Padang women wear brass rings? The Karen Padang tribe, also known as the Kayan Lawi, engages in a remarkable tradition that captivates many around the globe. From the tender age of 5, girls begin a unique journey by adorning their necks with brass rings, which symbolize beauty and cultural identity. Each additional ring adds weight, gradually pushing down the collarbone and creating the striking effect of an elongated neck. Historically, this practice has been rooted in the tribe's customs, serving as a rite of passage that signifies a girl's transition into womanhood. While some might see this as an extreme form of body modification, for the Padang women, these rings represent pride and a deep connection to their heritage. In recent years, the tradition has sparked significant conversations regarding beauty standards and cultural preservation, as outsiders perceive it differently than those within the community. Despite varying opinions, the Padang women continue to wear their brass rings with dignity, showcasing their resilience and commitment to their cultural roots. How do you feel about such traditions in our ever-changing world? Did you know 2 capitals honor U.S. presidents? Washington, D.C. and Monrovia. Liberia both bear the names of American leaders. Washington, D.C. serves as the heart of the United States, named after George Washington, the nation's first president. Meanwhile, Monrovia was founded and named in honor of President James Monroe, who played a significant role in the establishment of Liberia as a home for freed American slaves in the 19th century. This fascinating connection shows how the influence of American presidents can stretch far beyond the U.S. borders. It's interesting to think about how ideas of freedom and democracy advocated by these leaders not only shaped the United States, but also impacted countries like Liberia. These capitals serve as reminders of the complex legacies left by American history, raising questions about how political and humanitarian efforts continue to shape relationships worldwide. This might surprise you. Japan masters food replicas. Kuchihama, a charming city in Japan, is renowned for producing some of the most astonishing food replicas in the world. The artisans here are true artists, using a mix of materials like wax, resin, and silicone to create lifelike dishes that look almost good enough to eat. Known as samparus, these striking replicas are vital for restaurants, often displayed in windows to tempt hungry passersby with an enticing preview of their menus. From steaming bowls of ramen to delicate sushi and mouthwatering desserts, the attention to detail is remarkable. The process involves meticulous craftsmanship, where every texture and color is perfected to ensure that the fake food looks enticing. Visitors to Kuchihama are often amazed by this unique aspect of Japanese culture, where creativity meets culinary art to enhance the dining experience. Have you ever seen something so realistic that you had to double-check? You might be shocked to learn that ice carriers were designed. During World War II, the U.S. Navy pursued an extraordinary concept, an aircraft carrier made entirely of ice. This astonishing idea captivated the minds of engineers and military strategists who envisioned a lightweight and stealthy launch platform over the ocean. The proposal aimed to create a massive floating vessel that could potentially evade enemy radar. This ice carrier would have offered numerous advantages, mainly because of its natural camouflage against the icy waters. However, the ambitious plan faced serious challenges, especially regarding refrigeration. Maintaining such a colossal structure, frozen and functional, amidst the harsh environment of the sea, was an intimidating task that the technology of the era simply couldn't manage. Ultimately, the ice carrier project was abandoned, leading to the construction of traditional aircraft carriers from more durable materials. This intriguing episode in military innovation serves as a reminder that creative thinking can lead to ideas that challenge our understanding of feasibility and practicality. Can you picture a fleet of ice carriers gracefully gliding through the waves? You might be shocked to learn that dinosaurs almost disappeared. It may sound unbelievable, but a cataclysmic event unfolded about 66 million years ago when an asteroid roughly 10 kilometers wide struck what we now know as the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. This monumental collision unleashed energy equivalent to over 1 million atomic bombs, creating the Chicxulub crater and triggering catastrophic changes to Earth's environment. Dust and debris shot high into the atmosphere, effectively blocking sunlight for an extended period. As temperatures plummeted and ecosystems shattered, the harsh conditions led to the extinction of approximately 75% of all species, including the majestic non-avian dinosaurs that had dominated terrestrial life for more than 160 million years. The loss of these colossal creatures allowed mammals to flourish in the wake of their extinction, paving the way for the rich tapestry of life we see today. Therefore, the next time you gaze at a dinosaur skeleton or enjoy a film featuring these prehistoric giants, take a moment to appreciate how close we came to living in a world devoid of their magnificent presence. Believe it or not, the Bible is now an electronic bracelet. This innovative device allows users to listen to the sacred texts whenever they want, making scripture accessible in a modern format. Imagine wearing a bracelet that connects you to spiritual wisdom on the go. This device is perfect for those looking for thoughtful gifts or anyone wanting to enjoy religious literature without the hassle of traditional books. By blending cutting-edge technology with faith, it creates a unique way to engage with age-old teachings. Whether you're commuting, exercising, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, the electronic bracelet offers a fresh perspective on biblical stories and lessons. It invites users to explore passages at their own pace, making it easier to integrate spiritual reflection into daily life. The convenience of having the Bible right on your wrist is a game changer for many believers and seekers. So, why not dive into these timeless words with a touch of modern flair? Talk about a remarkable fusion of faith and innovation. Here's a wild fact about exoplanets. This extraordinary planet, known as 55 Cancri E, is captivating scientists with its unusual characteristics. Believed to have a carbon-rich atmosphere, it could actually be filled with diamonds. Imagine floating on clouds of sparkling gemstones instead of raindrops. But that's not all. Instead of water, this intriguing world might have an ocean of lava due to the extreme heat from its star. 55. Cancri E orbits its star at such a close distance that it completes 1 full year in just 18 hours. This rapid orbit means it experiences extreme temperatures, making the surface incredibly tough, yet fascinating to study. With a density suggesting a rocky core and potential for unique forms of geology, 55 Cancri E challenges our understanding of what planets can be like. Could this mean there are even more bizarre worlds out there waiting to be discovered? Believe it or not, Magdeburg has the longest aqueduct. Spanning an impressive 9/18 meters, this incredible structure is the most extensive navigable aqueduct in the world. The Magdeburg Water Bridge, as it's officially called, connects 2 significant rivers, the Elbe and the Havel. This architectural marvel was completed in 2003, allowing vessels to sail seamlessly across it, which means they no longer need to make a lengthy detour around the rivers. Imagine boats gliding through the air above land, thanks to this innovative construction. The bridge not only showcases human ingenuity, but also boosts local tourism and the economy. Visitors flock to Magdeburg to experience this unique engineering feat, marveling at its towering structure as it spans over land. The bridge's design incorporates beautiful views and attracts boaters and pedestrians alike, creating a lively atmosphere. Hence, it's not just a waterway, it's a symbol of modern engineering and collaboration, bridging the gap between two bodies of water while inviting everyone to explore its wonders. Can you imagine that fermented shark is a delicacy? Hakkarl, an iconic dish from Iceland, offers a culinary experience like no other. Made from the Greenland shark, this traditional delicacy undergoes a fascinating fermentation process. Fresh Greenland shark meat is unsafe due to high levels of toxic substances like urea and trimethylamine oxide, but fermentation safely transforms it, allowing it to become a staple of Icelandic cuisine. The shark is cleaned and buried in a pit, where it ferments for several months, breaking down the toxins while developing a strong, distinctive flavor and pungent smell. Imagine tasting something that resembles a mix of ammonia and strong cheese. Typically served in small cubes, hakkarl is best enjoyed alongside a shot of Icelandic schnapps or a slice of rye bread. For many, the taste may take some time to appreciate, but locals and daring food enthusiasts consider hakkarl a unique gastronomic adventure that highlights the rich culinary traditions of Iceland. For those adventurous enough to try it, hakkarl embodies the spirit of Icelandic culture, celebrating its raw landscapes and innovative ways of preserving food. Ever thought about why a giraffe's tongue is sunproof? This fascinating adaptation serves multiple purposes that help giraffes thrive in their sun-soaked savanna habitat. Their tongues can reach lengths of up to 50 centimeters, making them quite the tool for foraging. But it's not just about length. The purplish-black color of a giraffe's tongue is what truly sets it apart. This unique pigmentation acts as a natural sunscreen, protecting the sensitive tissue from harmful UV rays as they spend hours plucking leaves from high branches. The bristle-like papillae covering their tongues enhance grip, allowing giraffes to deftly navigate thorny acacia trees while stripping leaves with ease, all without suffering cuts or scratches. Interestingly, their saliva is naturally antibacterial, which aids in healing and prevents infections when grazers encounter thorns. A giraffe's tongue even serves social functions, helping with grooming and nurturing young calves. So next time you see a giraffe, remember its extraordinary tongue is an essential survival tool, perfectly designed for a life in the wild. What if I told you about a giant tomato fight? Every year in the sleepy town of Buñol, Spain, a wild celebration unfolds known as La Tomatina. This quirky event, which has become a gigantic food fight, invites thousands of eager participants to let loose and throw ripe tomatoes at one another. The festival kicked off in the 1940s in a somewhat accidental way when a group of friends decided to join in a playful scuffle at a local parade. From that moment on, the event grew in popularity, and now it attracts visitors from all over the globe, eager to engage in this juicy chaos. Picture it. A whole square filled with people laughing, shouting, and showering each other with red pulp, while music pumps through the air, creating an atmosphere that's pure joy. Not only is it a feast of fun, but it also embodies the spirit of camaraderie and silliness that brings diverse cultures together. So if you ever find yourself in Buñol during late August, don't miss your chance to be part of this spectacular and messy tomato tour de force. What makes Hawaii's education system so unique? Hawaii stands out in the United States because it operates under just one school district for the entire state. This means that all the islands, from the big ones like Hawaii and Maui to smaller ones like Molokai and Lanai, are unified under a single administration. This setup allows for consistent educational policies and resources across all islands, making it easier to share best practices and support students no matter where they live in the archipelago. However, it also presents challenges, such as addressing the diverse needs of students in urban Honolulu versus those in more rural areas. Additionally, this centralized system can make it difficult for local communities to influence decisions that affect their schools. Despite these challenges, Hawaii's unique approach promotes a sense of unity and shared responsibility for education, helping to create a system that reflects the state's rich cultural diversity. Would local communities be better served by a more decentralized approach? Why exactly do we call pill bugs roly-polies? These charming little creatures, often found in gardens and under rocks, are officially known as pill bugs but are better recognized by their fun nickname, roly-polies. Surprisingly, pill bugs aren't insects. They belong to the isopod group of arthropods, which means they are more closely related to crabs and lobsters than to butterflies or ants. This connection may come as a shock since we typically think of insects scuttling about. Pill bugs have a hard, segmented exoskeleton that allows them to curl up into a tight ball when threatened. This defense mechanism not only protects them from predators, but also helps them maintain moisture, especially in dry environments. You'll commonly spot these creatures in damp places where they munch on decaying plant material, helping to recycle nutrients back into the soil. Next time you see one, remember, it's a distant cousin of the sea. Are you ready to discover more about these fascinating little creatures? Prepare to be amazed by Kai Cenat's Iron Man suit purchase. The popular content creator recently made waves after shelling out a jaw-dropping $250,000 for this incredible high-tech collectible. Known for his larger-than-life persona and love for unique items, Cenat's extravagant purchase not only showcases his passion for fandom, but also highlights the booming world of luxury collectibles. The Iron Man suit, a stunning replica of the iconic Marvel superhero's armor, features intricate designs and advanced technology that leaves fans in awe. This purchase sparked conversations about the intersection of pop culture and wealth, especially among young collectors who admire the extraordinary. With more influencers exploring high-value items, could we see a new trend in collectors' markets? Cenat's bold choice certainly suggests that blending fandom with investment is becoming more popular. Is it really true that you can safari in Serengeti? The Serengeti National Park in Tanzania offers an adventure like no other, where the wilderness comes alive around you. Imagine waking up to the sounds of lions roaring and vibrant birds calling as the sun rises over the savanna. The park is renowned for its diverse wildlife, especially the iconic Big Five: lions, elephants, leopards, buffalo, and rhinos. Staying in luxurious lodges or rustic campsites means experiencing nature with a touch of comfort. You'll enjoy cozy beds and gourmet meals while soaking in breathtaking views. For those looking for a more authentic experience, camping under the stars provides a magical atmosphere where the night sky is filled with glittering constellations. Adventurers can partake in guided game drives or walking safaris, where every turn might reveal exciting animal encounters. From the thrill of spotting a herd of elephants to the serene beauty of the landscape, every moment in the Serengeti is enchanting. Are you prepared to discover the wonders of this incredible destination? Ready for a giant camera surprise? In 1900, the Mammoth camera took the title of the largest camera in the world, weighing an astonishing 1,411 pounds and measuring over 13 feet tall. This colossal piece of equipment was specifically designed to capture entire trains in one photograph, an impressive feat for its time. Imagine needing a team of 15 people just to operate this gigantic machine. Photographers had to work in coordination, carefully manipulating the camera while managing the massive film plates it used. The Mammoth camera represented a blend of ingenuity and creativity, pushing the boundaries of photography and showcasing the technology of the early 20th century. It was a game changer, allowing for breathtaking images that vividly displayed the era's engineering marvels. While today we can snap pictures on our phones without a second thought, back then, capturing a train required meticulous planning and a hefty dose of teamwork. Isn't it amazing how far we've come in the world of photography? Did you know women outshine men in Mongolia's education? It's a fascinating twist that sets Mongolia apart in gender equality. More than 60% of university students there are female, which is impressive. Women are not just attending university, they are also outpacing their male counterparts in terms of salaries. Many urban women choose to remain in cities to build successful careers, while a significant number of men are drawn to traditional nomadic lifestyles. This cultural choice creates an interesting dynamic in relationships. Highly educated women are often finding it challenging to meet partners who share their ambitions in urban lifestyle. This situation raises important questions about changing social norms and expectations in Mongolia. As women take on professional roles that were once dominated by men, the traditional views on marriage and partnerships are also shifting. In a country where the future looks bright for women in education and employment, one can't help but wonder how this will reshape family life and society as a whole. Will the men adapt or find their way back to the cities? Only time will tell. Have you ever cracked open a Christmas cracker? These fun holiday staples bring joy to British tables during the festive season. Christmas crackers were invented in 1847 by Tom Smith, a sweetmaker from London. The clever concept behind these crackers is simple yet delightful. When two people pull on either end, they make a joyful popping sound that adds excitement to any celebration. Inside, you'll often find small toys, silly jokes, or colorful paper crowns that make for great conversation starters. Families and friends gather around to enjoy the surprises, often bursting into laughter while sharing jokes. While originally just a sweet treat, Smith's invention quickly evolved into this beloved holiday tradition. Every year, millions of crackers are pulled, contributing to the laughter and fun of Christmas dinners. So whether you're wearing the crown or giggling at the jokes, Christmas crackers spark joy and create lasting memories, making them a charming part of this festive time. Have you joined in this cheerful tradition yet? You won't believe this about roulette's eerie secret. It's true, if you add all the numbers on a standard roulette wheel from 1 to 36, you get a shocking total of 666. This number is famously known as the number of the beast from the Bible, giving roulette a devilish reputation that intrigues both players and onlookers alike. At a bustling casino table, where the wheel spins tantalizingly under flashing lights, gamblers are often unaware that they are engaging with a game closely linked to such spooky folklore. The thrill of chance in roulette is exhilarating enough on its own, but this biblical connection adds an intriguing twist that keeps people talking. While many players might dismiss the superstition as mere folklore, the blend of luck, anticipation, and that infamous number truly amplifies the excitement. This curious interplay of chance, strategy, and an ominous number invites players to ponder deeper meanings as they place their bets. In this game, even the unlikeliest of elements can stir our imaginations and keep the mystery alive long after the ball stops spinning. Here's a wild fact about Acragos and King Phalaris. Acragos was a significant city in ancient Sicily, famously ruled by the tyrant King Phalaris. He wasn't just any king, he was notorious for his extreme cruelty and a chilling obsession with fear. Imagine living in a place where the ruler used terror as a tool to keep everyone in line. Phalaris would execute those who opposed him in gruesome ways, instilling a deep sense of dread among his subjects. One of the most shocking stories involves a brazen invention, a brazen bull, a hollowed-out statue which Phalaris allegedly used to roast his enemies alive. This terrifying method was meant to serve as both a punishment and a public spectacle, ensuring that his rule was feared and unchallenged. Phalaris and Acragos remind us how power can corrupt and how fear can shape a society's fate. What do you think drove his relentless cruelty? You might be shocked to learn that Zuckerberg loves gray. Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, is instantly recognizable for his choice of gray t-shirts and hoodies. This fashion choice is not merely a personal quirk, it stems from a deliberate strategy designed to optimize his productivity. Zuckerberg believes that choosing simple outfits can prevent him from expending valuable mental energy on trivial decisions. By wearing the same style every day, he can preserve his focus for more significant tasks, like managing a multi-billion-dollar tech company. This idea is linked to decision fatigue, a psychological phenomenon where making many choices leads to deteriorating decision quality. Interestingly, Steve Jobs adopted a similar strategy by wearing black turtlenecks, showcasing that influential figures often seek ways to streamline their daily routines. In addition, the neutrality of gray allows Zuckerberg to avoid the hassle of coordinating colors, further simplifying his life. So the next time you spot him in that iconic gray tee, remember this is not just about comfort, it's a calculated move to maximize his effectiveness and creativity. Why exactly does a quarter have grooves? The answer lies in history and a clever way to prevent cheating. Each U.S. quarter has over 100 tiny grooves around its edge, known as reeding. These grooves were introduced back in the 19th century when coins were made of valuable metals like gold and silver. People would shave off small amounts of metal to create their own coins, essentially stealing value without anyone noticing. By adding grooves, the U.S. Mint made it challenging to alter the coins without leaving clear evidence. Today, these grooves serve a dual purpose. Not only do they protect the integrity of the coin, but they also give it a textured feel, helping people differentiate between coins by touch. So the next time you flip a quarter, remember that those little grooves are more than just decoration. They're a safeguard against dishonesty. Let's uncover the truth about Joseph Šálek's amazing plank record. At the age of 62, Joseph Šálek, a determined personal trainer from the Czech Republic, achieved a jaw-dropping world record by holding an abdominal plank for an incredible 9 hours, 38 minutes, and 47 seconds. This astonishing feat shines a light on both his dedication to fitness and his remarkable comeback from past health challenges. After facing difficulties that could have derailed his journey, Šálek took control of his life by committing to a rigorous training regimen and a healthier lifestyle. His story is not just about physical strength, it also highlights the power of resilience and motivation. Šálek's achievement inspires people of all ages to pursue their fitness goals, reminding us that it's never too late to start making positive changes. What could you achieve if you pushed your limits like Joseph? Ever thought about why antibiotics work differently? Antibiotics are fascinating little drugs that don't just go on a killing spree against bacteria. Instead, they prevent these microbes from multiplying. This unique approach means that the bacteria are still technically alive, but they can't reproduce. Imagine trying to hold a group of tiny, pesky rabbits in a pen. They're still hopping around, but if they can't breed, the population won't grow. This method allows the body's immune system to step in and clean up the mess. By controlling the spread rather than destroying all bacteria outright, antibiotics give our bodies a fighting chance. However, this also means that if misused, bacteria can adapt and develop resistance, making them harder to treat. So while antibiotics are a powerful tool in our medical arsenal, how we use them matters greatly. Guess what really drives Burj Khalifa cleaners? Keeping the world's tallest building sparkling clean is no small feat. Cleaning the Burj Khalifa, standing at an impressive 828 meters, 2,117 feet, isn't just about wiping surfaces, it's a monumental challenge. Imagine facing fierce winds and searing desert heat while standing hundreds of meters above the ground. Each of its 24,000 glass panels collects dust and dirt, making professional equipment essential for the brave workers. They use specialized tools like water-fed poles and harnesses to scrub the exterior while ensuring their safety. The entire process can take up to 3 months to complete, and it's crucial for maintaining the building's stunning appearance. The cleaners work tirelessly, battling the elements and scaling heights to keep this architectural marvel shining bright. How do you think they manage their nerves while cleaning such a towering giant? Have you ever wondered why banana peels are amazing? New research from Brazil reveals that these everyday scraps can serve as effective water filters. Scientists discovered that banana peels contain natural compounds capable of removing harmful heavy metals like copper and lead from polluted water. In fact, in their studies, banana peels outperformed many traditional filtering materials, showcasing a surprising yet eco-friendly solution to a serious problem. This discovery highlights not just the versatility of banana peels, but also their potential in addressing water contamination issues, especially in developing regions. Instead of throwing them away, we might soon consider utilizing banana peels in innovative ways. The implications for environmental sustainability and public health are exciting, leading us to ask, could banana peels become a common tool in water purification? This might surprise you. A kidney sold for millions. In 1909, a man in Florida made headlines after selling his kidney to an insurance company for an astonishing $5.7 million. This unusual transaction raised eyebrows as he still needed to keep one kidney to ensure his survival. The deal was part of a bold plan to secure financial stability, perhaps driven by desperate circumstances. Although the sale of human organs is generally illegal in the United States, the complexities of insurance debt, and personal choice made this case particularly fascinating. How could someone value a body part at such a high price? This situation sparked discussions about the ethics of organ sales, medical needs, and the risks people will take for money. It also highlighted the often overlooked life and death decisions that can push individuals into extreme measures. What does this mean for our understanding of health, wealth, and morality? Did you know the empress cicada is a giant? This remarkable insect stands out as the largest known cicada species, reaching about 3 inches in body length. Its impressive wingspan can stretch up to 8 inches, which makes it a real giant compared to most of its cousins, usually measuring only 1 to 2 inches long. Imagine hearing a loud buzz coming from nearly 8 inches of wings fluttering in the trees. Empress cicadas thrive in warm climates and can often be found in wooded areas, creating a loud symphony during the summer months. They may look quite intimidating due to their size, but like other cicadas, they are harmless to humans. Interestingly, the empress cicada goes through a fascinating life cycle, starting as an egg, then transforming into a nymph underground, and finally emerging to live above ground for only a few weeks. During this short time, they sing to attract mates and lay eggs for the next generation. Isn't it amazing how such a sizable insect plays a big role in its ecosystem? Hard to believe, but time travel is real. When you fly from Tokyo to Honolulu, you can experience a fascinating twist in time due to a staggering 19-hour time zone difference. Imagine leaving Tokyo at 7 a.m. and arriving in Honolulu at 8 p.m. the previous day. This incredible phenomenon stems from how Earth rotates. As our planet spins, different places experience daylight and darkness at various times, leading to the creation of time zones. Japan operates 19 hours ahead of Hawaii, meaning that while you're enjoying a morning flight, folks in Honolulu are already in the previous evening. It sounds like a sci-fi plot, but it's just the result of our planet's rotation. This unique time overlap can feel like stepping through a wormhole in time, and it highlights how interconnected yet distinct our world is. So if you take that flight, don't be surprised if you feel like a time traveler. Ever thought about why Steve Buscemi is so inspiring? Before becoming a beloved actor known for his quirky roles, Steve Buscemi had a different calling. He was a firefighter. Working in Manhattan, Buscemi put his life on the line to protect others during his years in the fire department. But what truly sets him apart is his bravery during one of America's darkest days. After the September 11th attacks in 2001, Buscemi didn't just stay on the sidelines. He joined the rescue efforts and dedicated 12 weeks to helping his fellow firefighters and searching for survivors at Ground Zero. His experience on the front lines shaped his character and his understanding of hardship, allowing him to capture deep emotions in his roles. This dual life gives us a glimpse of the real Steve Buscemi, a man who not only entertains, but also stands ready to lend a hand in times of crisis. What drives someone to serve others in such profound ways? Here's something incredible about rogue planets. These mysterious celestial bodies drift through the Milky Way without the guidance of any star. Rogue planets either get kicked out from their original solar systems or form far away from any star's gravitational pull. Imagine that there could be more rogue planets in our galaxy than there are stars. An astonishing thought. Because they don't have a star to light them up, these free-floating planets are often tough to spot, hiding in the vast darkness of space. Scientists believe that they might not even have the warmth or energy that planets like Earth enjoy, creating a chilling environment. Picture a lonely ball of rock or gas wandering through the cosmos, possibly holding secrets about the universe's formation. With technologies advancing, astronomers are developing new ways to find and study these elusive wanderers, which could change our understanding of planetary systems and the makeup of the galaxy. What are rogue planets telling us about the vast universe around us? Can you imagine that gravity varies on Earth? Incredibly, the strength of gravity isn't the same everywhere. It's influenced by the concentration of mass in different regions of our planet. For example, areas that lie closer to the Earth's core experience a slightly stronger gravitational pull. This happens because the Earth's core is dense and has a lot of mass, so its gravitational force is more pronounced. Conversely, places further away from the core, like mountain ranges or regions with less dense rock, might feel a weaker gravitational pull. This variation can even be measured using sensitive instruments. In fact, scientists have found that our gravitational strength can change by small amounts depending on where you stand. So next time you think about gravity, remember it's not a one-size-fits-all force. It can vary right beneath your feet. Did you know the royal family was once German? In a historical twist, the British royal family changed their name from the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to Windsor due to rising anti-German sentiment during World War I. As tensions escalated, Germany became seen as the primary enemy, making the royal family's German roots politically sensitive. To avoid backlash and strengthen national unity, King George V made a bold move on July 17, 1917, issuing a royal proclamation that officially adopted the name Windsor, inspired by Windsor Castle, one of the monarchy's cherished residences. This switch was more than a name change. It reflected a broader desire for solidarity among the British public, who were rallying against the war. It's fascinating to see how names can carry such weight in history. What do you think about this royal decision? Most people don't know this, but dreams lack mobile phones. It's fascinating. Research shows that while many of us dream about classic experiences like falling or flying, you rarely see mobile devices making an appearance. Why is this the case? The answer lies in our brain's evolution over the past 300,000 years. Mobile phones are a recent addition to our lives and don't carry the emotional weight that older experiences do. Our dreams often reflect the things that have shaped our existence, like natural elements in human interactions. Since mobile devices don't play a significant role in our ancestral experiences, they get left out of our dream narratives. This absence seems to highlight how our minds prioritize familiar themes over new technologies. So the next time you drift off to sleep, don't be surprised if you find yourself soaring through the skies or tumbling down rather than scrolling through your phone. Did you know 7 breaks the math rules? The number 7 stands out in the world of mathematics as it is the only single-digit number that plays by its own rules when it comes to multiplication. While other numbers create predictable patterns when multiplied, 7 seems to dance to a different beat, making its times table a tricky challenge for many. For example, when you multiply by numbers like 2 or 3, you expect smooth, flowing results, like getting 6 from 2 times 3. But with 7, things get dicey. 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times 3 is 21, suddenly adding a layer of complexity. This peculiarity makes it a favorite among math enthusiasts who enjoy unraveling its mysteries. It also sparks curiosity in learners who find themselves grappling with those tricky 7 times table facts. Why does 7 behave differently? Its uniqueness keeps mathematicians and students engaged in discovering more about this fascinating number. Believe it or not, women pay more for pink products. The term pink tax highlights the shocking reality that many items marketed towards women, like razors and deodorants, often cost more than similar products for men. This price difference occurs even when there are no significant variations in the quality or production costs. For example, women's razors can be priced higher simply because they are designed with colorful packaging or targeted advertising, despite performing the same job as their male counterparts. This practice raises questions about fairness and equality in marketing. It affects women's budgets everywhere, as they unknowingly spend extra just for choosing products that cater to their needs. The pink tax is more than just a pricing issue. It's a reflection of how society views gender and the expectations tied to it. Why should women pay extra for the same products? Can you imagine that women can't speak to men? In Yemen, a deeply rooted cultural norm restricts women from talking to men who aren't their relatives. This prohibition stems from traditional beliefs about modesty and honor that have been passed down through generations. Women often navigate their daily lives within tightly knit family structures, limiting interactions with outsiders. Such restrictions affect various aspects of life. For example, women may find it challenging to pursue education, work opportunities, or social connections outside their family circles. The implications are immense, as they can hinder personal growth and independence. Many activists are striving for change, advocating for women's rights and greater freedom in conversations and interactions. As the conversation about gender equality gains momentum worldwide, can Yemen break free from these boundaries? It's a complicated issue, but the voices of women are beginning to be heard. What if I told you hearts weigh up to 500 pounds? That's right. One of the largest animal hearts belongs to the blue whale, and it's a true marvel of nature. This gigantic heart weighs nearly a ton and pumps blood through the massive body of the whale, which can reach lengths of over 100 feet. Amazingly, it only beats about 10 times per minute. This slow heartbeat is part of what helps these gentle giants sustain their huge size as they navigate the vast ocean depths. The blue whale's heart is not just a powerful pump, it plays a critical role in supporting its immense body, ensuring that all its organs get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Just imagine how strong and efficient this remarkable organ must be to manage the demands of such a huge creature. Isn't that fascinating? Here's a wild fact about ferrofluous slime. This amazing kit combines science and fun, letting you create interactive slime that dances and moves in response to strong magnets. Imagine watching your colorful concoction swirl and shift, demonstrating real diamagnetic properties right in your hands. The best part? It's not just entertaining, it's also a hands-on learning experience. As you play, you discover how certain materials can repel magnetic fields, a fascinating concept in physics. Perfect for young scientists and curious minds, this slime kit encourages creativity while teaching valuable lessons about magnetism and matter. You can explore the science behind why the slime reacts the way it does, bridging the gap between play and education. So whether you're a parent looking for an engaging activity or a teacher wanting to inspire your students, ferrofluous slime makes science exciting and accessible. What could be more fun than playing with slime and learning at the same time? Why exactly does the Cybertruck stand out so much? The Cybertruck, Tesla's bold new electric vehicle, is built from an ultra-tough 30x cold-rolled stainless steel, which makes it dent-proof and even bullet-resistant. This extraordinary material choice not only gives the truck remarkable strength, but also creates a unique aesthetic that has sparked quite the conversation. Some people adore its futuristic, angular design, seeing it as a revolutionary step in automotive innovation. Others, however, find its unconventional look difficult to embrace. By departing from traditional curves and smooth lines, the Cybertruck has both its fans and critics, arguing passionately about what makes a vehicle attractive. Ultimately, Tesla's daring choice in materials reflects a broader trend towards building cars that are not just stylish, but also incredibly resilient. Will this unique design change the way we think about vehicles, or will it remain a bold outlier in the automotive world? Prepare to be surprised by Neil deGrasse Tyson's career choice. It's hard to imagine a world where Neil deGrasse Tyson, the renowned astrophysicist, might have danced instead of delving into the cosmos. While navigating the challenges of financing his higher education, Tyson seriously contemplated a rather unexpected route: stripping. This unique consideration highlights the financial struggles many face in pursuit of academic dreams. However, Tyson made a pivotal decision, ultimately choosing to focus on his love for math lessons and the sciences. With his sharp intellect and passion for the universe, he pursued his studies diligently, leading him to become a prominent figure in science communication. Tyson's journey reminds us that even the brightest minds can face daunting choices, and how they navigate these paths shapes their futures. Who would have thought that one of the most influential scientists today almost took a detour into the world of entertainment to get by? Believe it or not, Zimbabwe's literacy rates are impressive. Following its independence, Zimbabwe invested heavily in education, making literacy a top priority and achieving remarkable success. The country's commitment to teaching has led to a literacy rate of over 90%, which is one of the highest in Africa. This achievement showcases the value that Zimbabweans place on education, even in the face of challenges like teacher shortages and limited resources. Schools across the country strive to provide quality education, fueled by community efforts and a drive for improvement. Teachers, though sometimes scarce, work tirelessly in classrooms to inspire and educate young minds. Parents and communities also play crucial roles, supporting their children's learning through various initiatives. The dedication to education demonstrates the resilience and determination of the Zimbabwean people, who understand that knowledge is the key to a brighter future. What can we learn from their example? Meet Tiangong, the robot that ran a half marathon. In an incredible feat of engineering, the humanoid robot Tiangong completed a half marathon in Beijing in 2024, covering a staggering 13.1 miles in under 3 hours. Developed by the Artificial Intelligence Robotics Innovation Center, Tiangong not only showed impressive endurance, but also maintained a steady pace throughout the race, showcasing the advances in robotics and AI. This remarkable event highlights how far technology has come, pushing the boundaries of what machines can achieve. Imagine a robot running alongside thousands of human athletes, showing that it's not just about humans competing anymore. As our understanding of AI and robotics evolves, who knows what incredible challenges these machines will tackle next? Will they soon compete in other sports or complete even more demanding tasks? The future looks exciting as we continue to blend human-like abilities with cutting-edge technology. Guess what really drives our internet today? It all started with ARPANET, a pioneering project launched by the U.S. Department of Defense in the 1960s. Designed to enable communication between government research institutions, ARPANET laid the groundwork for the global network we now rely on for everything from social media to online shopping. The very first message sent over ARPANET in 1969 was meant to be the word login, but it turned into a bit of a joke when the system crashed after transmitting just "low." Imagine if every online login could fail that spectacularly. Despite its rocky start, ARPANET introduced protocols and ideas that fueled the internet's explosive growth. By the early 1980s, it transitioned into what we now recognize as the internet, connecting millions of users worldwide. This revolutionary change transformed how we share information and communicate, forever altering daily life around the globe. Can you believe such a humble beginning sparked a digital revolution? Did you know that Cuba has more doctors than the UK? With an impressive ratio of 9 doctors for every 1,000 people, Cuba outshines the UK, which has only 2.7 doctors per 1,000 inhabitants. This remarkable healthcare system is a point of national pride, reflecting Cuba's commitment to health education and accessible medical care for all its citizens. Interestingly, many of these skilled Cuban doctors work abroad, showcasing their expertise in over 65 different countries. Approximately 70,000 Cuban medical professionals have taken their talents globally, offering vital assistance, especially in underserved areas facing healthcare shortages. The Cuban model emphasizes preventative care and community-based practices, resulting in excellent health outcomes. So, while the UK may have fewer doctors per person, Cuba's unique approach to healthcare and international medical collaboration truly sets it apart. What can we learn from Cuba's healthcare system? Did you know that education is free in Denmark? In this fascinating country, Danish citizens can pursue higher education without paying tuition fees, making it easier for them to attain their academic goals. This commitment to education aligns with Denmark's values of equality and access for all. While international students do face tuition fees ranging from 8,000 to 18,000 euros per year, the country balances this with an impressive minimum wage of around 50,000 euros annually and a shorter work week of just 33 hours. These factors contribute to a remarkable quality of life, reflecting a strong support system for both citizens and those seeking to study in Denmark. As a result, the nation continually ranks high on global happiness indexes, leaving many to wonder how they can achieve such a successful balance between work, education, and well-being. You might be shocked to learn that Antarctica is freezing. The extreme cold found in Antarctica isn't just about how far south it is. Several unique factors contribute to its chilling temperatures. First, Antarctica sits at an incredibly high elevation, often exceeding 10,000 feet in some areas, which means the air is much thinner and colder. On top of that, during the winter months, the continent receives limited sunlight, which means there's not much warmth to help heat things up. Lastly, the vast expanses of gleaming ice that cover the land play a big role in keeping it icy. Ice is highly reflective, which means it bounces sunlight back into space instead of absorbing it. This combination of high altitude, lack of sunlight, and reflective surfaces creates one of the coldest places on Earth. So next time you think about Antarctica, remember how its unique features work together to keep it so frigid. Did you know hamsters can carry food in their cheeks? These tiny creatures possess a remarkable ability to store food that equals about 20% of their body weight in their cheeks. Imagine being able to carry around snacks like a portable backpack. This clever adaptation allows hamsters to gather food efficiently while keeping it safe from predators. Their cheeks have special pouches that expand, letting them stash away seeds, grains, and other goodies. When foraging, they can quickly pack their cheeks full and then retreat to a safe place to enjoy their meals later. This not only ensures they have enough food during lean times, but also helps them evade hungry eyes lurking nearby. It's like having a secret stash for emergencies. So next time you see a hamster, remember that their adorable cheeks are more than just cute features. They play a crucial role in their survival. Isn't nature amazing in how it equips creatures with such unique skills? Did you know about bloodophobia and its impact? This fascinating and lesser-known specific phobia causes intense fear related to bathing, washing, or even just cleaning oneself. Individuals living with bloodophobia often feel overwhelming anxiety when faced with water or hygiene products, leading them to avoid situations where they might need to wash. This fear can trigger panic attacks, physical symptoms like sweating or heart palpitations, and general distress, significantly affecting their daily lives. Imagine trying to navigate life while avoiding showers or baths, which most people take for granted. Treatment for bloodophobia typically involves therapy, where mental health professionals help patients confront their fears in a safe environment and develop coping strategies. Cognitive behavioral therapy is especially effective, as it encourages individuals to face their fears step by step. If you or someone you know struggles with this phobia, understanding and support can make a huge difference in their journey toward overcoming it. Isn't it intriguing how our minds can create such strong responses to something as normal as washing? Let's uncover the truth about cultural ballet. This exciting dance form mixes traditional ballet techniques with regional cultural elements, creating a vibrant experience that showcases the emotions and heritage of diverse communities. Traditional ballet may seem strict and formal, but when enriched with local dance styles, it transforms into something dynamic and expressive. For instance, imagine graceful ballet movements infused with the rhythmic footwork of a folk dance or the storytelling of a cultural performance. This fusion doesn't just entertain, it serves as a living expression of identity, connecting performers and audiences to their cultural roots. Each performance invites viewers to appreciate the beauty of different traditions, making cultural ballet a celebration of diversity. With every leap and turn, dancers not only showcase their skills, but also share the stories and emotions that define their heritage. Isn't it fascinating how dance can bridge cultures? Is it really true that Magellan named the Pacific Ocean? In 1520, the famous navigator Ferdinand Magellan set sail on a grand adventure that would change our understanding of the world's oceans. While navigating through tumultuous waters, he discovered a vast body of water that appeared remarkably calm compared to the fierce storms he had just encountered. Impressed by its serene nature, Magellan dubbed it the Pacific, which means peaceful in Latin. This name stuck, and today we know this incredible expanse as the Pacific Ocean, the largest and deepest ocean on Earth. Stretching over 63 million square miles, it covers more ground than all the land masses combined. The Pacific is not only home to beautiful islands and diverse marine life, but also plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. From the majestic coral reefs to vibrant ocean currents, the Pacific is teeming with life and wonder. So next time you gaze upon its vast waters, remember the exploratory spirit of Magellan and the fascinating history behind its name. Can you believe oceans meet but don't mix? In the Gulf of Alaska, a fascinating phenomenon occurs where two distinct bodies of water come together without blending. This stunning sight happens when fresh water from melting glaciers flows into the ocean, creating a vivid line between the fresh and salty waters. The difference in salinity and density makes it possible for these two types of water to coexist side by side. Imagine standing on a boat and looking down at the water, seeing a clear dividing line between the deep blue ocean and the lighter fresh water. This striking divide not only captivates onlookers, but also supports unique ecosystems where marine life thrives. Species adapted to freshwater and saltwater can live in this extraordinary environment, making it a hotspot for biodiversity. Scientists study this phenomenon to better understand ocean dynamics and the effects of climate change on our planet's waters. Isn't it incredible how nature creates such breathtaking displays that challenge our understanding of how things should work? This might surprise you. Live ducks in fashion? In Minnesota, a quirky law states that you cannot cross state lines with a live duck perched on your head, yet there's no prohibition against carrying a dead duck. This strange regulation has given rise to a rather unusual trend in taxidermy hats. Local creatives have embraced this oddity, crafting unique headpieces that showcase stuffed ducks, which are legal to wear. Imagine walking into a cafe and spotting someone donning a plush duck hat. It's definitely an eye-catcher. Historically, rules like this reflect the playful nature of certain local laws, often remaining on the books long after their practical relevance has faded. While the law may have started as a safety measure or an agricultural regulation, today it adds a splash of humor to Minnesota's fashion scene. Who would have thought that a simple duck could inspire such a bizarre yet fascinating expression of individuality? What's cooler than Pokémon? A sky full of drones. Recently, to celebrate Pokémon's anniversary, an impressive display lit up the night sky with 500 synchronized drones. These drones were programmed to create stunning shapes of beloved Pokémon characters, blending our childhood nostalgia with amazing technological artistry. Imagine looking up and seeing Pikachu, Charizard, and other fan-favorite characters fluttering in the sky. This dazzling spectacle didn't just wow Pokémon fans, it showcased the incredible advancements in drone technology. Each drone danced and twinkled with bright lights, providing an eye-catching display that brought a sense of wonder and excitement to the crowd. People of all ages gathered to experience this unique fusion of gaming culture and modern tech. The event perfectly illustrated how Pokémon continues to inspire creativity and connection among fans worldwide. So whether you're a longtime trainer or just curious about the Pokémon universe, this breathtaking show reminded everyone of the endless possibilities when imagination meets technology. What Pokémon would you want to see flying in the sky? Incredible self-taught lawyers from prison change their fate. This surprising reality showcases the resilience and determination of some inmates who have taken their legal battles into their own hands. While serving time, these individuals have dedicated themselves to studying complex legal principles, often using prison libraries or available resources to gain knowledge. With hard work and perseverance, they've not only learned how to advocate for themselves, but have also successfully overturned their own wrongful convictions. This phenomenon highlights the extraordinary ability of people to challenge their circumstances and engage with the legal system, even from behind bars. Cases like these inspire many, showing that the quest for justice knows no boundaries. By transforming their lives through education and tenacity, these remarkable individuals remind us that the fight for fairness can happen in the most unexpected places. How many more untold stories like this exist in prisons around the world? Can you imagine a tool that comes back to you? The word boomerang actually means replay in the traditional Aboriginal language, perfectly highlighting its unique ability to return when thrown properly. This remarkable device, originally used by Indigenous Australians, has a fascinating history that stretches back over 20,000 years. Initially crafted for hunting and ceremonial purposes, boomerangs come in an amazing variety of shapes and sizes, each designed for specific tasks. For example, some are made for long-distance flight, while others are tailored for short-range shooting. The design reflects not only the ingenuity of Aboriginal cultures, but also their deep understanding of aerodynamics and physics. Throwing a boomerang involves skill. You need to master the right technique to make it soar through the air and gracefully return to your hand. This iconic tool doesn't just serve a practical function, it also connects to cultural traditions and storytelling among Aboriginal peoples. So next time you see someone throw a boomerang, remember the history and skill behind this incredible invention. Here's a wild fact about sign language in Iceland. On July 4, 2011, Iceland made history by officially recognizing sign language as the second national language. This important decision marked a significant step forward for the deaf community, as it acknowledged the unique culture and identity associated with sign language. Before this recognition, Icelandic Sign Language was often overlooked and not fully integrated into daily activities or education. By elevating it to national status, Iceland ensured that deaf individuals would have better access to services, education, and public life. This move also encouraged the development of training programs for teachers and interpreters, helping to bridge communication gaps. More countries are now looking to Iceland as an example of how to support and celebrate deaf culture. Isn't it inspiring to see nations take such steps toward inclusivity? Is it really true that America is a nation of immigrants? This phrase is often thrown around, implying that all immigrants came here by choice. However, this perspective ignores the tragic history of millions of enslaved Africans who were forcibly brought to America against their will. Before any European settlers arrived, indigenous peoples were already inhabiting the land, showcasing that migration has a deeply rooted complexity in this country. Additionally, groups like Japanese Americans faced forced removal during World War II internment camps, and countless Mexican laborers experienced deportation waves despite their contributions to society. Such oversimplification fails to acknowledge America's rich tapestry, woven from both voluntary and involuntary migrations. Understanding these diverse experiences is crucial in grasping the true essence of American history and identity. Why exactly does piss poor mean so much more? The phrase dates back to medieval times, when tanners needed urine to treat leather. They used urine because it contains ammonia, a key ingredient for softening and preserving hides. Poor families would collect urine to sell, turning a waste product into a small source of income. However, if someone was so destitute they couldn't even gather enough urine to sell, they were labeled piss poor. This term reflects the harsh realities of life for the lower class in the Middle Ages, where survival often depended on resourcefulness and sheer grit. The phrase serves as a reminder of the struggles faced by those at the bottom of the economic ladder, highlighting how language evolves from our history and experiences. So next time you hear piss poor, remember it's more than just an insult. It's a glimpse into a tough past. Discover the fascinating world of Bengal tigers. The Bengal tiger is not just a symbol of beauty, it also holds the title of the largest female tiger species in the world. These magnificent creatures, native to the Indian subcontinent, can weigh up to 500 pounds and measure more than 10 feet from head to tail. Unlike other tiger species, Bengal tigers are known for their striking orange coats with bold black stripes, which help them blend seamlessly into their forest habitats. Unfortunately, their populations are dwindling due to habitat loss and poaching. In conservation efforts, experts are working hard to protect their environments, raising awareness about their plight. Every Bengal tiger plays a crucial role in its ecosystem, maintaining the balance of nature. So why do we need to care about them? By protecting Bengal tigers, we also safeguard many other species that share their habitat, ensuring a healthy planet for future generations. Hard to believe, but Roman helmets dazzled crowds. These grand spectacles serve to intimidate enemies and impress onlookers. A prime example is the Nijmegen helmet, a stunning piece made of bronze and silver. This craftsmanship isn't just about protection. It highlights how military displays played a significant role in shaping perceptions. The Romans understood that a fierce-looking soldier could terrify opponents before the first arrow was even shot. Parades were more than mere festivities. They were strategic demonstrations of power, meant to boost morale among troops and project strength to civilians. These helmets, often decorated with intricate designs, showed off the wealth and sophistication of Roman society. So next time you think of ancient warriors, remember that sometimes the biggest battles are fought in the mind. Did you know a python caused tragedy in Canada? In 2013, a 100-pound python escaped from a pet shop in Ontario, making its way through a vent above the store. During a sleepover, the snake found two young boys who were sleeping in a nearby apartment. Tragically, it attacked and killed both boys, leading to an outpouring of grief and concern within the community. The incident raised serious questions about pet ownership and safety, particularly for exotic animals like pythons. The pet shop owner faced significant scrutiny, but was ultimately acquitted of negligent homicide, which sparked a heated debate about regulations on keeping such dangerous pets. This heartbreaking event highlighted the importance of ensuring safety measures are in place when owning exotic animals, as they can pose unforeseen risks to both their owners and the public. Guess what really drives crows to remember faces? Crows possess an incredible ability to recognize and remember human faces, showcasing their sharp intelligence. Research shows that these clever birds can hold grudges against people who have wronged them. For instance, if a human scares a crow, that crow will not only remember the face, but will also share that memory with other crows, effectively passing down information across generations. This behavior is astonishingly complex, resembling the intricate social dynamics often found in soap operas. Crows form tight-knit communities and have a remarkable capacity for learning from each other. They communicate various messages through caws and body language, further enriching their social interactions. So next time you see a crow, remember that it may be watching you, storing away that memory for future encounters. Why did Darwin shape geology before evolution? Charles Darwin is best known for his groundbreaking theory of evolution, but many don't realize that he played a significant role in the world of geology first. From 1838 to 1841, he served as the Secretary of the Geological Society of London, a position that put him at the heart of scientific discussion in his era. During this time, Darwin organized meetings and meticulously reviewed scientific papers, which not only enhanced his understanding of earth sciences, but also helped him build valuable connections in the scientific community. These experiences laid the foundation for his later work on evolution, offering him insights into how species adapt to their environments. This early involvement in geology influenced how he viewed natural selection and the process of evolution itself. Isn't it fascinating to think that the seeds of his revolutionary ideas were sown during his geological pursuits? Darwin's shift from geology to biology reveals the interconnectedness of scientific fields, where ideas can evolve, much like the species he would later study. This might surprise you. Lord Humongous steals the show. In the post-apocalyptic film, The Road Warrior, the character of Lord Humongous, with his eerie metal mask, creates a chilling presence that captivates audiences. This unforgettable villain, portrayed by actor Vernon Wells, embodies the chaos and despair of a dystopian world. The movie uses raw and gritty storytelling to reflect a society in ruins where survival comes at a high cost. Lord Humongous stands out not only for his frightening appearance, but also for his menacing demeanor, making him a nightmare for the film's protagonists. The Road Warrior is famous for its high-octane chase scenes and intense action, but it's the haunting figure of Humongous that leaves a lasting impression. Fans often appreciate how the character adds depth to the plot, fueling tension and excitement. As moviegoers navigate the gripping world of The Road Warrior, they find themselves mesmerized by the film's vivid imagery and the compelling portrayal of its villain. What do you think makes a truly memorable movie villain? Why exactly does Civita di Bagnoregio keep sinking? This enchanting Italian village, often called the Dying Town, faces a precarious future due to erosion and seismic activity. Located atop a hill, Civita di Bagnoregio is slowly crumbling, with its striking landscapes being worn away by wind and rain. Earthquakes further contribute to the instability, making it harder for the remaining residents and visitors to navigate the narrow bridges and paths leading into town. With its ancient homes and historic architecture teetering on the brink, locals are racing against time to find solutions. Experts are investigating ways to stabilize the area and preserve this incredible part of Italy's heritage. Will there be a way to save the village from its dramatic decline? Or are we watching the final chapters of Civita di Bagnoregio? The fate of this picturesque location has captured the hearts of many, sparking discussion about heritage, preservation, and nature's relentless power. Have you ever wondered why genes can heal disease? One groundbreaking treatment for cystic fibrosis, a severe genetic disorder affecting the lungs, involves inhaling specially engineered genes. Cystic fibrosis causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, leading to serious breathing problems. Scientists have found a way to deliver healthy copies of the CFTR gene, which is faulty in individuals with cystic fibrosis. By using a harmless virus as a delivery vehicle, these genes are introduced directly into the airways, where they can begin repairing the cellular functions affected by the disease. This innovative gene therapy aims to restore the normal flow of salt and water in lung cells, ultimately reducing mucus buildup and improving lung function. Ongoing research continues to refine this method, with the hope of transforming the lives of those living with cystic fibrosis. Could gene therapy be the future of treating genetic diseases? What if I told you about perfume vending machines? These handy machines can be found in various spots, from shopping malls to airports, bringing convenience and affordability to fragrance lovers everywhere. Instead of splurging on pricey perfumes, you can simply drop in a few coins or swipe your card for a delightful dose of your favorite scent. Imagine grabbing that perfect fragrance on the go, whether heading to a special event or just freshening up after a long travel day. Each machine is stocked with a diverse selection of popular brands and enticing scents, making it easy to find something that matches your mood. For many, these vending machines offer a fun and novel way to explore new fragrances or grab a classic favorite without breaking the bank. It's like a little treasure hunt for your senses, don't you think? Turns out, the truth is that toxins harmed us. In earlier decades, people had little clue about how toxic substances could affect their health in the long run. Companies often sold products that contained harmful chemicals without proper warnings or guidance because there were no regulations in place to keep them in check. This meant that everyday items, from household cleaners to industrial supplies, could be packed with dangerous ingredients. As a result, many individuals unknowingly expose themselves and their families to these toxins, leading to a range of potential health issues. Over time, scientists and health experts began to uncover the serious risks associated with these substances, prompting a call for stricter regulations. Today, we see ongoing efforts to ensure that products are safe for consumers, but it's important to remember how things were before this awareness grew. How many harmful substances did we unknowingly use? Discover why Nintendo kept Shigeru Miyamoto off bikes. Shigeru Miyamoto, the legendary creator of famous video game franchises like Mario and Zelda, found himself in an unusual situation due to his immense value to Nintendo. Imagine being so vital to a company that they decide to restrict you from enjoying something as simple as riding a bicycle. This was the case for Miyamoto, who was considered a key player in shaping the gaming industry. His creative mind brought to life beloved characters and worlds, and Nintendo knew that losing him to a bike accident would be a major setback. While the idea of limiting his freedom seems drastic, it highlights how much the company relied on his ingenuity. This quirky restriction underscores the lengths corporations will go to protect their most valuable assets. Isn't it fascinating how creativity can be tied up with such unique policies? Is it really true that baseball attracts 56 million fans? Absolutely. Major League Baseball, MLB, draws in a staggering number of supporters each year, far exceeding the populations of many countries. This vast fan base contributes to a lively and energetic atmosphere at games, filled with colorful traditions that bring people together. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, every moment is steeped in excitement. Fans celebrate their favorite teams with passion, often sporting jerseys and chanting team songs. Whether it's the seventh-inning stretch or a walk-off home run, these communal celebrations create bonds between fans, enhancing the overall experience. Restaurants and homes alike buzz with conversation about game highlights, making baseball not just a sport, but a cherished social event. So whether you're in the stands or at home, you're part of something big in the world of baseball.